Well, thank you, thank you. So I guess let's see. It all goes back to I applied to volunteer in the hospital when I was about 15 years old. I'd had a lot of health issues as a kid, birth defects, things like that. So healthcare was a familiar thing to me because I'd been a patient, and I kind of, I guess, at 15, I kind of wanted to give back to the hospital a little bit by volunteering and helping some patients. They put me in long-term care on that floor to help out with a brain injured patient, and developed quite a relationship with him. Just taking him out and playing games with him, keeping him entertained, and that it developed into actually a summer position in recreational therapy. That was, throughout the floor and actually running activities. They found out I played guitar, and they said, if you're willing to play guitar for our sing songs, then we'll hire you for the summer. Like, perfect. So that got into a little bit of, we were doing physio as well, so helping the physiotherapists. I had a little problem with my foot, and I asked the physio about it, and he, I don't want to say he was clueless about it, but he acted kind of like he was clueless about it. And I started looking up some things about it. I went to a chiropractor actually, and I had a shoulder and neck issue as well from hockey. The chiropractor knew almost exactly what was going on, just like that. And I thought, wow, we got we got a guy in a hospital who I guess, specifically deals with certain issues, and that's all he deals with. And he's not, it wasn't a very holistic experience, I guess.
Right.
And I thought, wow, chiropractic fills a hole here. Why aren't chiropractors in hospitals? Why aren't chiropractors more integrated into the healthcare system? Because they fill a perfect hole for, some of the things these other practitioners may not want to do.
Right.
And some, may not understand problems in the same sense as the chiropractor. So that's what got me interested in chiropractic first.
Wow. So when you started to do that, did you notice that is that how you noticed that you wanted to become a major change in the industry, where when you found out that that one doctor was like kind of clueless?
Yeah, I guess that's probably when the seed started. I I guess, what, a lot of chiropractors, they get into the profession, they just want to help patients.
Right.
You also, when you get into practice, soon after when you start, getting mail from the places you took your student loans out that they wanted them to pay, you to pay them back,
Right.
you realize that you have to actually run a business out of this thing too. So um, I guess, it got to a point where most chiropractors, you say, you hear a lot of them talk about, geez, I had $200 in my bank account, and, I didn't know how I was going to pay the rent at the end of the month. I was in that position, and it caused me to become a little bit more innovative, caused me to work very hard.
Right.
And then with that innovation, once the business started rolling a bit more, I started seeing, some higher expenses for some of the leases we were taking, and, bigger space and all that. And I also noticed that a lot of patients, there was that hole again in healthcare for patients with disc problems.
Hmm.
So I the seed started there to try to create something new and different for those patients.
Let's talk about that. You're talking about being innovative and getting creative. You created something that's literally helping people change their lives right now. Let's talk about,
Thank you.
your product. What's the name of your product, and how it's revolving and it's literally helping thousands of people.
Well, so what we did was, I actually had a neck problem from weightlifting and hockey. Serious migraines 3 days a week. Got to a point where I bent over to adjust a person, and I would get nauseous and want to throw up. That becomes a problem. Patients don't like it when you throw up on them, so I wanted to prevent that.
Yeah.
I got very interested in decompression because I knew from all the things I'd lifted and all the things that I'd run into over the years, my neck was just very compressed. Everything felt tight. I had
Right.
big loss of range of motion. Decompression made a lot of sense to me. So I bought a decompression machine. I noticed that, it helped a lot, but the soft tissue injury, I still felt inflamed. I still felt like, it needed something more. And that's when I got into laser. So beyond that, we had gotten very busy using those methods on patients. So
Right.
I came up with a program called Laser Enhanced Spinal Decompression, which just basically melded those two modalities. And when we had gotten so busy, we were running 7 rooms at a time. I made a joke to someone saying that, if I had a machine that did it all for me, then, I could move twice as fast.
Wow.
And that's where it started. I did have an idea at that time, which is where the joke came from. And we got started building on a prototype that would robotically combine laser and decompression all into one system.
Introducing the Spine Specialist, the most advanced laser-assisted spinal decompression treatment available. The Spine Specialist is the world's first fully automated device for the performance of a procedure called Laser-Assisted Spinal Restoration, LASR.
I'm Dr. Mark Jagger, creator of the Spine Specialist. I have been developing laser-enhanced spinal decompression protocol since 2007, culminating in my design and development of the device you see before you. This device performs a procedure we call laser-assisted spinal restoration, and we have performed over 30,000 successful treatments in the last 4 years. LASR treatments achieve unparalleled results with those suffering from back, neck pain, and other associated ailments, especially those who have not responded to other therapies. This procedure can be best described as an automated simultaneous application of robotic class 4 laser therapy paired with an enhanced form of spinal decompressive traction. We call it the evolution of non-surgical spinal disc treatment.
A normal healthy spine is comprised of vertebral bones, discs, muscle ligaments, tendons and nerves. In a healthy spine, bones are separated at equal distance by vertebral discs. These discs provide support and shock absorption and also maintain the essential space necessary for your nerves to exit the spinal column. Through injury and as the spine begins to age, the discs can deteriorate, causing compression, herniation of the center of the disc towards the nerves and spinal cord. This decreases the space between the spinal bones, creates inflammation, and compresses sensitive structures, causing pain and muscle spasm.
With the standard decompression process, the vertebrae are separated, giving some relief of the pain as the discs are able to retract somewhat. However, the muscles are still in tension and have a tendency to maintain compression on the discs. With the Spine Specialist, we have the unique ability to treat the disc injury with 2 of the most advanced therapies available: Class 4 laser therapy and spinal decompression. With the Spine Specialist, there is a simultaneous treatment of the disc, the decompression, and the relaxation of the muscle with the automated laser procedure. Healthcare is a serious business, and the investments you make in your practice speak volumes to your patients. With the Spine Specialist, you will be offering your patient the best that therapeutic technology has to offer.